Oakland girl, yeah, we here. From the east to the pier.
This is Oakland Girl Live, and we miss y'all. We a little bit of rusty, but we're back. Okay, we're some WD-40 on it, and we're gonna get back into it. So my name is Shanita Perdomo, and I am one of the wonderful hosts of Oakland Girl Live.
And I am Avia, coming straight from Oakland. I am your co-host.
And we have such an honor to welcome our guest tonight, Tajianna. Tajianna, let me try to pronounce your name, okay? Because I'll practice him.
Let's see what you got.
Tajianna Okechukwu.
Oh, very close. The W is silent, but that was good.
How you say it?
It's Okechukwu.
Oh,
the W is silent, but you were very close.
Period.
A lot of Nigerian names, the W is silent. But
oh my goodness, now I know something I learned. Okay, so Tajianna is one of the Bay Area's finest growing up in San Leandro, but she's going to tell us a little bit more about herself after this icebreaker. Go ahead, lead us into the icebreaker, Avia.
So, as you all know, we all have seen movies, love movies, watch movies. I would love to know, what is your favorite movie, starting with Shanita.
I have a few favorite movies, but
okay, we can do top three. Let's do top three.
Okay, top three. Thank you. Number one, I can watch this movie over and over and over and over and over. Crooklyn. That's number one.
Ooh. Okay.
All right, I'm gonna try to mix it up. Number two, some movie with Tom Hardy.
I love that. I love that.
Are you telling my husband here? All right, and then
right, Miguel.
Okay, and then my third. Oh my goodness. Okay, my third would be Surf's Up.
That's a kids movie. Is that a kids movie?
The movie about the penguins who surf.
Oh my gosh.
Yes.
That's good. Yeah.
I haven't seen it, but I heard of it. Okay.
Oh, watch it. It'll change your life. Watch it.
Okay. What about you, Miss Tajianna?
For me, a number one film that made me realize I really want to pursue directing, Get Out, Jordan Peele.
Okay.
My other favorite movie, let's say, animated film, Spider-Man Into the Spider-Verse. I've just watched it so many times. Can't wait for the new drop. But yeah, that film just makes me happy. And then I'm trying to think of a third one, like maybe like childhood. Jeez, I just rewatched Matilda.
Oh, nice.
And I was just I was having a time, all this nostalgia. I was like, oh my gosh, the ending. Yeah, tugs on the heartstrings. So Matilda.
Okay.
Yeah,
girl. Man, I should know mine. I was thinking about them as you guys talked about yours, and it's so many great ones. I love that you said Crooklyn, because I thought about Crooklyn as well. I'm trying to think, from a spectator and an admirer, and also a filmmaker. I don't know. It's really hard. Okay.
It is hard. Yeah.
I would say, okay, not in any particular order. Okay, let's do that, because that takes off some pressure. I would say my first one would be, so this is before learning about they didn't let Black people onto the ship. And I know you guys know before I even say which one it was or it is. But that used to be my first favorite movie, which was Titanic, until I found out they didn't let Black people on the ship. And so then I hurt my feelings, and I was like, okay, let me figure out what could be my second favorite one. I would say Matrix. I really like The Matrix. The Matrix had a lot of character development, plot scheme. It turns into a trilogy, a book. It's everywhere in all places. I mean, you can't not like The Matrix. Yeah.
Tajianna, so tell us about yourself. So you're from San Leandro.
Mhm.
Okay,
San
so
Leandro, San Lorenzo,
Mm.
okay,
Border.
so
Yeah.
you're Oakland adjacent, as I'll
Oakland
be
adjacent.
You're Oakland adjacent. Tell us about take us back first. Take us back because we like to see origin stories. So
Yes.
Okay.
we want to hear your origin story wherever you want to start, whether it be middle school, high school, when you went
For
to
sure.
college. Go ahead.
Mhm. For sure. It's actually funny, because Avia, you said that one of your favorite movies is The Matrix, and I feel like a lot of the blueprint of me being able to step into the arts as a child, was my mom, and
Mm.
so she, in her own right, is a creative. I saw her be a director, be an actor in plays, and she actually
Nice.
worked as she was a background actor for
Wow.
a couple days on Matrix.
I didn't know that.
Yeah, and my dad actually, he's a chauffeur by trade. He's driven with a few different Bay Area, like, limousine companies and chauffeur companies, and so over the years, he's driven, a handful of, actors, people who work in, different, industries, and he actually drove Jada Pinkett Smith, before, I think, right as she was, like, coming in to, like, film The Matrix, um
Mm-hmm.
and so, like, I think as he was, like, picking her up from the airport, or it was either on the way in or on the way out, but he ended up, like, putting putting my mom on the phone, like, on speaker to, like, say hi, and
Mm.
I think they hadn't released the fact that, like, oh, they're gonna be in a movie yet, and then, like,
Mm-hmm.
they started filming, and my mom ended up working background, and so that was really cool, so she was background, that same time. Rest in peace, Aaliyah. But yeah, I think, there's a lot of them just having a safe space to explore. I know a lot of people don't have supportive parents who are, have their child explore the arts, but I think it really starts at home. So I'm very grateful for that. Started doing on camera lessons, at a very young age, and then got into drama in middle school and high school. Then in high
Wow.
school, I saw my mom direct her first feature, and I was like, what would that be like? What's that? What that's about? And so I started, adding video production as my, second elective. And
Mm-hmm.
so once I did that, I was like, I really love both. This is awesome. I'm in the school plays, but I also do video production through our video production program. And it was just a great time. And so when it was time to graduate high school and go off to college, I was like, all right, let me just go ahead and declare my major. And I was very heavily focused on acting in theater at the time. And then when I got there, I was like, as a theater major, I auditioned, got into the BFA program that is more for like actors being on stage and on screen. And so once I got into the BFA program, I was like, wait, remember that film stuff that you were doing? And
Mm-hmm.
that kind of came about from like helping other fellow classmates, the theater and cinema departments, like, brother and sister, hey, we're gonna pull some of y'all to be in our films for our, projects, and like vice versa. So I think like when I was helping a friend with their film, I realized like, dang, like I just had a moment where I was like helping out on set and things just came natural. And I was like, this, like, I love this so much. And
Mm-hmm.
so then I, declared a double major in cinema, and then, yeah, I graduated and came back home, and I was like, "So how do I make money?" And
Yeah, that
I
part.
started PAing a
Yeah.
lot on different
My
commercials
goodness.
in the Bay, yeah. So, I was doing a lot of, yeah, PA work, then started doing some coordinator work and stuff like that, just getting my feet wet, and so I was freelancing, getting, the lay of the land, and, fast forward to now, just been, yeah, in the community, working on various projects, starting to get back into working on my own projects. And so yeah, it's been a really, really dope time to just be a part of like the Bay Area film scene, and just be a part of everything that's happening now has been such a treat. So yeah, yeah.
You sound so passionate,
Oh,
and I
one
could
is.
tell you
Yeah,
like eat, breathe, sleep
yeah.
this. And
Mhm.
I was reading your on your website, and
Wait,
you
what
said
did you say?
I said I
Oh,
was on her
Oh,
website. I was on
no.
her website, and it said that a talent recruiter walked up to you at Walmart,
mhm.
asked if you want to be on TV. So what did you do?
Oh, I was so geeked. I was like, this is like, I was a little girl, like 8 years old, 9 years old, like, oh my gosh. this person just asked if I want, this is like old school when talent scouts would be,
Right.
or maybe I don't know,
Involved.
maybe she was just shopping for a grocery. I don't even know. But like literally just like, hey, like here's our postcard. Do you wanna? And I know
Yeah.
people think of those types of things as scams, but it was called B Company at the time. And so my mom was like, okay, here we go. I was like going up to my parents, like, please, like I was standing with my dad at the time. So we had to go up to my mom and like kind of convince her. But like they were like, damn, we gotta dish out this money for you to take acting classes, huh? And so that she was like, that's it. What we're doing, we're gonna do 1 year. You're gonna take classes, and that's it. I'm not paying money past that year. So you got 1 year. We're gonna put you in classes. You're gonna do the training, and that's pretty much it. So I wasn't.
How old were you when this happened?
Said
I
8.
think I was like 8 or 9. I
Oh
was almost.
wow.
Yeah, I was like close to double digits. And so
Did
when
you get a gig out of that?
I was on a kids TV show, yeah,
Which
when I was younger.
one? I had no idea.
It was called Say What. It was like on a random like off channel,
Say what?
Yeah.
I
All right,
think
let
I
me hold
remember
up.
that.
Let me
Do you
look that
remember?
up.
I was on, yeah, it was like, and even the memories are dwindling just because it was so like short lived,
Okay.
But that's when I got my first headshot.
That's still good.
Yeah, just all that stuff before they ended up dissolving. And there are still companies out there like that who will train like, actors, especially the babies, but also like, young adult and beyond.
Yeah.
'Cause, we
Yeah.
need everybody of all ages. I always say, I'm forgetting the elder's name. Rest in peace to her. I believe she passed away, but one of the elders on Black Panther, I believe that was her first feature.
Oh yeah.
We need
Yeah.
people of all ages. Yep, that's the show.
Where are you? Are you the girl in
Girl,
the back?
not no regular girl. It was like
Oh.
one episode, but yeah. See, you bring back memories now. That's crazy,
Oh my
Oh my
goodness.
crazy. But yeah, we were on set. It was fun. Like I was just a little girl bopping around doing stuff.
Not
So
bopping around.
bopping around, but that is so like the core of like who I
Oh
am. I'm
wow.
gonna print that out.
Okay, I'm learning more about you as we go
Mhm.
on.
Yes,
Okay.
yes, friend.
This is so amazing.
Yeah.
All right,
Okay.
go ahead, Avia, take it away.
There's so many questions to ask and so little time.
No
So
worries.
we might have to do a part two, which is
Cool.
good. Um, I guess one of the questions I would like to know or should know is
Mhm.
what's something people don't see about being a producer, creative, and I mean,
Mhm.
feel free to really get into this question because this
Me
is
crying?
this is the exactly staying up
Uh,
all night, not getting any
no,
sleep.
seriously.
Go
No,
ahead.
I think like what people don't okay, I'll work backwards. What people do see is we had a film festival and the
Yes,
pictures and
yes,
all right, we're mingling and it's a good time, which is like obviously like getting to that moment is like a dream and like always, feels
the
good to
goal. Yeah.
finish a film, right? And like networking and I love all of it. But what people don't see is the like, dang, we rescheduled this shoot about 3 times. I'm like, oh, we had to, there's stuff goes wrong on set, people get sick, people become unavailable, actors drop out, like just there's things that natural hurdles that are just gonna come up because this is real life. And
Yeah.
so just staying nimble, like that's what I've learned as a producer, just staying nimble and like just staying curious, staying in it and being like, okay, learning how to be a problem solver. Like I
Mhm.
just remember when I was younger, just going back to that, like hearing my mom like saying her characters' names in her sleep when she was like making her first feature. And I was like,
Mm,
I remember as a child being like, this is serious. Like she's pouring her all into this that even when she's knocked out to fall asleep, it's like it's still in there
In
because
her
it's just
conscience. That's the
yes.
same thing I said to you. It sounds like you eat, sleep, breathe this.
Mhm. Because I know what it takes to win, and I think that's the other part of it is, like, people assume that, like, "Oh, you do a couple things and, like, where's the success?" Or like, "Dang, this person said no," and I'm like, "Y'all, I'm throwing darts because 'cause I'm gonna get about 100 no's, right? So I'm trying to
mm,
hurry up and fail. Like, I
that's
gotta
good.
get my
That's really
stuff
good.
together and like I think it's okay. Like, all right, it's a no right now. Thank you so much. Moving on and like just handling that with grace and being able to say yes to the next opportunity
Hmm.
your way when it feels aligned, I think is like super important.
That's
So it's all,
good.
it's all about alignment. I'm a spiritual person. So it's all about alignment, and I think it's all about, God's timing and just about staying persistent. I always say that I'm a very tenacious person just because of how I was raised, and also I just think that just I don't know, that's just how I was born. Is like we gotta stay in this because
Yeah.
things for sure. The answer is for sure going to be no if we give up. So that there's no discussion there. If you stop,
Clock
then
it.
hey,
Clock
she
it.
gave up, y'all. We ain't got to worry about her no more. Like, so we got to
Right,
stay
right.
in it. Yeah,
I
for
love
sure.
that. And I can take a few, nuggets that you just dropped just because I am definitely someone who can have like that, okay, they said no, that means they said no to me versus saying
Right.
no right now. So
Right.
just keep moving, keep going, keep throwing those darts because one of those balloons is gonna pop. And
Okay,
so
you gonna hit that bullseye,
yeah, the bullseye,
Yeah.
the balloon, the target, the
right?
mark, all that. So I love that. And I hope this reaches people who are also feeling a little, discouraged or unsure because that's something that could
Mhm.
happen in this world. And then
Right.
just how life could beat you down on top of that. So
Yeah.
it's good
And
that you keep going and
And
you're
just one
not.
more thing,
Oh, go keep
because
going.
I don't want people to like I have my moments where I'm like, nah, like I'm not writing every day. I'm not always on the hunt for the
Mm,
next produce. I think like taking your foot off the gas to me is like, okay, I'm fully stopping. I always say, okay, Tajana, you could loosen up. You can slowly lift your foot off the gas, but don't ever take your foot fully off the gas.
yeah. Yeah.
Like, you can have a rest moment, like, don't burn out, rest if you need to, say peace out for a couple months if you need to, but then we back on it. So, I think it's just about even if it doesn't look like, "Oh, well, I have to keep going every single day." If you need a break, take a
Mhm,
break.
mhm,
That's
mhm,
okay, but don't not return. Because I think my mom was like, we were talking a little bit earlier about, like, motherhood and about just as a woman, all these things that come up, I think,
mhm,
whether it be motherhood, relationships, some of us are eldest daughters, shout out. Like a lot of us just have, multiple responsibilities and everybody in between. Like I think a lot of it can become it's so easy to prioritize like, hey, I got to be everything for everybody else before myself. And I
mm,
think it's so important. Like my mom kept instilling in me as a young age, like there are so many things that I wanted to do when I was younger, or even before I had you guys, or this and that. She's like,
mm,
just sure that you're gonna look up one day and you're gonna be my age and you're gonna regret, not doing whatever else. And I was scared. I was like, that don't sound like a fun time. I'm glad she told me that young because I was scared. I was like, wait, what? No, absolutely not. So I think like that always has kind of rang in the back of my head of like, okay,
mm.
like I'm about to be 30 in a year and a half.
I
And
was
like
gonna say, what? You just turned like
I
28
just
a couple months ago.
yeah, but it's like we almost halfway through the year, girl. It's
I
June.
know, but sheesh, you said
Almost
30. I'm like, you just turned
a year
20.
and a half. But
Oh,
time is flying. That's why I'm
that's
like,
true.
okay,
That's very true. Because
I
that
turned
was the
29 in
December,
another half a
right?
year. Mhm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
So I got half a year and not to rush, like
Yeah.
it's fine. But I
Yeah.
think it's just being mindful that like I always say take your time, but not all your time. Like
Yeah.
just keep going. And even if the pacing changes, that's totally fine. But just keep
Yes.
going.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes. That is what I'm
And it's
Finish
learning.
important to have a target. Have
Mhm.
Yes.
something that you're going towards
Mm-hmm.
rather than nothing at all, because then it can go. I've seen people and even myself, it can go both ways where you don't have a target. So then you think there is a lot of time or there is no.
Yeah.
So
Yeah. Very
it
true.
can go either way. And I want to kind of go towards that breakthrough moment because you talk about is you can take a rest, but keep your foot on the gas, keep your hand on
Mhm.
the wheel.
Mhm.
Talk about cracks in the foundation because
Mm.
that was
Mhm.
something that actually went to a festival. And I know
Mhm.
that, I would imagine, I don't know, but I would imagine that you had to do the work, you had to make the
Mhm.
connections. What was the process to get
Mhm.
from the idea? Tell us a little bit about what cracks in the foundation is,
Sure.
and then what that process looked like to actually getting to a festival.
For
Mm-hmm.
sure. Yeah, that's definitely yeah, our team's pride and joy. Cracks in the Foundation is primarily the work of my girl Tessie McCoy. She is a poet turned filmmaker, but still does poetry. Poetess, filmmaker, who wrote a poem and had a vision for this story about, this girl going through, you know it's all through the lens of, like black girls and black women, and the generational trauma and cycles around, whether it was us getting whoopings growing up, whether it was seeing, an abusive relationship. And not that that's every black girl's story, but
Yeah.
we really wanted to honor the fact that, like, hey, these are real things that happen, and it is
Mm-hmm.
something that you can come out of. And so it really talks about, it follows Nia, who, doesn't want to repeat the trauma that, was kind of thrown at her as a child. So once she grew up and had a child, she did not want to repeat those cycles and found herself falling into that. And so we wanted to make therapy less of a taboo topic for the black community, and really wanted to, like, emphasize that. And
Mm-hmm.
so we're really grateful that, the various film festivals that it got placed in, we just, hey, we're going to submit again with the darts. We're going to submit to, this one seems aligned, this one seems aligned. Let's just go and see. And, it's still, obviously, thank you for bringing it up. It's still in conversations today, and is a really, really, like, just close to my heart, because I feel like that kind of was that breakthrough moment of, like, wow, like, we can really do this. So I was, producing
Mm-hmm.
it, and Tessie wanted me to direct, and I had a few scheduling conflicts. I was like, but it seems like, I was like, girl, this is your vision. I was like, you need to direct this. Like, this is
Mm.
gonna be great. And
Wow.
I'll coach you along the way. I'll help you. But you got this. Like, it's all good, because we're all still learning. So I think, like, we got a team together, really nimble, really scrappy, and we shot it, I think, in 2 days.
Oh,
And
wow.
we had little girls on set. Like, it was just a really beautiful experience to be able to do that. And we, again, with the red carpet moments and with the film festivals, like, I'm just really happy that it just resonates with people. Like, if you watch, um shout out to Wild Sound Feedback Festival, because they're how they set that up is that there's actually audience feedback. So we got to see a video,
Mm.
members watching it, and it's up on
That's
YouTube.
good.
Hearing how it resonated with people, black, non-black, everybody, men, women,
Yeah.
just
Yeah.
hearing, excuse me, hearing everybody's stories has been really cool. And just hearing the emotions that have come out of people, it's like, whoa, like, I'm
Mm-hmm.
so glad that, like, this is why we make films, is like, so that
That's
it can,
good.
penetrate the hearts. So I'm really excited about it, and
I
very
love that.
honored to have been a part of it, for sure. Yeah.
Wow, that's powerful. Did you want to say something, Avia?
No, I'm just inspired. I'm like I
Yeah,
said,
I know.
I'm learning more and more about
I
you
know. And she's like,
on this call
you look
than
like your face hurt.
before.
She just smiling.
Yeah. So I'm like, I'm so happy for this girl that I thought I knew but didn't know nothing
I'm
about.
crying.
Um,
We all
so
have
I
more
mean,
things
I'm
behind.
I'm rooting for everybody black. I mean,
Okay.
I'm rooting for
Yeah.
everybody black who's also rooting for me. Let me rephrase that.
For some people,
Let me clear
I
that
don't want
up.
to.
But I am rooting for you. I admire
Congratulations.
you, I respect you, and I love everything that you do. Like I said, I can take a few pages out of your book and apply it to my life just because I didn't have that background with film. However, I
Mhm.
have that passion and that love, and I now have that drive, and I just have to keep my foot on the pedal
Yes,
and
ma'am.
make sure that
Mhm.
I keep God first always. But just make sure that I don't fall short of whatever he's blessing me with by sabotaging or giving
Right.
up because that's so easy to do. But like you said, if you don't try or don't do it, it's going to be a no. So I'm
Right.
going to keep throwing those darts and making
Mhm.
sure, I plant those seeds just because it's so easy just to give up. It really is. It really is. So
No,
to
yeah.
hear you and to
This is
see you with everything that you're doing, like you're literally have your hands. I saw some messages in the chat, which I'm going to talk about in a second. Um, and I'm just like, I never not see your name, and that's what I need to do. I need that visibility, and I love that
She
you put
said she was
yourself
a
out there.
networker. She said she
Yes,
was a networker.
yes, and you
Yeah.
are,
I
girl.
mean,
It's
So
even
my
like when the
superpower.
conversation,
Mhm.
when the conversation started and I was like, okay, Tajianna, introduce yourself. She was like, yeah, I'm pretty sure you probably did your research. And I was like, you know what? Yes, I did. I did. But it's nice for you to
Because my
acknowledge
name
that.
would be boo, 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 and I'm like,
Yeah.
this is just how I am. Like, I
Yes.
think also because our industry, it's really about the who you know. And
Yes.
so I'm not surprised because I've also met people who are like, oh yeah, I know Tajiana. I'm like, who's that? How did I
Y-
meet you?
Yeah.
Because your name, somebody said this to me recently is that right now, like your name is a few steps ahead of where you are. You're not in the room, but your
That's
name is there.
true. That's
Oh,
very
that's a
true.
scripture. That's a Bible
Oh,
scripture.
ooh,
Yeah. Your name
ooh.
will go before
Go
you.
back in that book. No,
Yeah.
literally, it's crazy because it'll be like, oh yeah, like you're just doing the work, and then like somebody will be like, oh yeah, name because your name comes up in conversation.
Mm-hmm.
People know your name before they even meet you, and
Yeah.
that like your name is that currency. Getting into that room of like, oh yeah, you've probably heard, and it's like, oh
Mm-hmm.
yeah, I do know who you are.
Yeah,
So I
exactly.
really do. I've been
I
trying
know.
to
Yeah.
lean into that. Yeah.
So let's
Yeah.
talk about that because that was actually where I was gonna. Sorry if y'all can y'all hear that beep?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I was trying to take that off. I'm so
Okay.
sorry.
No,
Um,
it's fine.
hold on, let me mute that. Um, and let me tell this person stop texting me. so, so I wanted to get into that because the topic of this conversation is here and now, the creatives of here and now. And so, how do you feel, Tajiana, the importance is behind staying relevant? Between and you weren't. I guess you can compare it to what your parents told you. I guess that can
Mhm.
be your point of reference. But
Yeah.
Mhm.
how was it back then, and how do you think it is now that
Mhm.
creatives need to stay relevant? I know we have social media and we have all those things, but like,
Yeah.
what would you say is or are the fundamentals that go across generations
Mhm.
and staying relevant?
For
Yeah.
sure. Yeah, for me, I think it's just authenticity. Like honestly, if you can connect with a person, like in real life, because it's one thing to be able to post and people like your personality or they like how you look or they like, you know, I think that's one thing and that is so valid and I love my internet family. And then there's also a thing about like, oh yeah, I know her. Like she live up the street or like, yeah, I've seen her there or like yeah, she helped me with this thing, like the things that don't happen on the internet of like, oh yeah, like she introduced me to this person that got me this job. Like I think those are the real like conversations of like you think of people too. It's not just take.
Mm,
It's like I receive and I also put that back out. Like if somebody thinks of me, people will send me some grants. I'm like, oh, thanks y'all. Let me go ahead and submit my script to this. And then also,
mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
oh, this reminds me of so and so, let me send it to them. So always thinking of like other people, I think is like and it's not a like I'm doing it for any reason besides I thought of you and I think that this would be a dope opportunity if it aligns with you. But I also think in terms of staying relevant, it's like people will, know that you are a person that is for the community. And that is how your name again still stays alive, stays in conversation because hey, you know who you should talk to? You should talk to Shanita because she's a connector and she'll get you to the right place. Like being able to be a person that in community can be kind of like that tree with multiple branches that extends to different places. I think is super awesome. Like I like the word of like being a pillar in the community. Like that really resonates with
Yeah.
me.
Yeah.
So that's what I think of is just like being authentic, not doing it with no agenda, like, staying relevant by way of being a connector, being someone that is open. I always say I'm an open book. Obviously have boundaries, but like, you know, being open in terms of like I have nothing to hide. I'm willing to give because I'm also willing to receive as well. And I think like all of that is important. So hopefully that
Yeah.
yeah.
I love that. You're not stingy. I can just, like
Mm-mm. No
you're not
gatekeeping.
stingy.
Mm-mm.
You're not stingy with your resources. You're not gatekeeping anything that could benefit or elevate, the next person. And that's what I love about
Mhm.
you. And I'm seeing more of that just on this channel or on
Mhm.
in this conversation. So girl, we're gonna
Mhm.
have to talk offline
Oh yeah.
a little bit more. But you said a lot about community, and I know that you're a part of a lot of communities as well. One of the
Mhm,
communities that you're a part of, which we're both a
mhm,
part of, is
mhm,
BFC. And
mhm,
so, do you want to tell us more about that, and then just how important that
mhm.
has been for you in just this world of filmmaking here
Yeah.
now?
Yeah, for sure. I'm always, put BFC out there. I think it's a huge resource. BFC, for those that don't know, is Black Film Connect. I think right now, where are we at? Like over
Like
three,
400.
400 members. Right
Yeah.
now, the medium is a WhatsApp group chat of like everybody, G&E, camera folks, actors, producers, writers, singers, poets. Like just there are
It's
a lot of,
national.
literally, like most of it is Bay Area. Like it was
Yeah.
started at SF State by, Eric Webb and a few other dope friends who then, like, it started as a club on the campus and then it kind of like turned into this thing of like, okay, well, we're graduating and like how do we keep the community
Yeah,
connected.
imagine like BSU, but for filmmakers.
It really is. It is like our HBCU of like our film school. Yeah, and that's what I love is that it's like for us by us, and I think like you don't have a lot of spaces like that, and so
Yeah.
I think and it's all types of people, just like family. We fight. We all got our different opinions. I think I just love how expansive it is, and like folks, are like, oh, sometimes you'll see my name a lot in the chat. You might see somebody else because we just drop so many resources because we just want to
Yeah.
see everybody win. And like
Yeah.
some people who may not talk as much in the chat, but are like, "Hey, I show up." It's okay. It's okay. Like,
I
and
need to
it's
do
okay.
better.
No,
I
no,
will
no,
do
no.
better.
Like,
I
I
will do
think it's
better.
fine. I don't
I will
think
do
we need
better.
everybody to be everything. Like, I think it's
No, you're
good to
right.
have people who are like, "Hey, I'm watching what's going on. Cool." So I'm more of an in-person type of girl, right? Or like we need everybody who, kind of spread out against like across different roles because I don't think that it has to be, oh, everybody's an extrovert. Like that where's the balance? So I think like it's
Yeah.
okay if there are people who are like, oh yeah, I saw what's going on in the chat, or like there are some people who are having one-off conversations of like, I saw what happened in the chat. Let me go ahead and chat with this person directly because I have something for you, right? So I
That's true.
think I
Yeah.
like that we have this medium of the group chat and like it also expands. We have the sideshow podcast, of course, the Instagram page and the WhatsApp group, and I just think it's going to continue to grow and expand because we just don't have as many like Black centered spaces for film.
Hmm.
So I'm really excited. Shout out to Black Film Guild and for San Francisco Black Film Festival as well.
Hmm.
Those are also spaces. But I really enjoy that we are this like large group chat. It's like all your cousins, and it's hey, we dropping resources. I'm like, Avia, you need help? You need a writer? Oh, okay, cool. Now
Yeah.
tapping, and I
And not
just
just resources, there's a lot of opportunities, like paid
mhm,
opportunities too. I would
yeah,
say I was able to work
yeah,
with someone in that chat because they thought about me, and I was able to work for a Google event. I
right.
met Paris Hilton. I've never
Period.
been able to do that. So because of that resource
A
in
lot
that
of people
chat,
got the start from BFC.
yeah.
I would say that. Yeah.
Exactly. So I love, like you said, it's for us, by us, with us in mind, and we employ each other, we work with each other, and we're able to kind of like grow up in this form of resiliency and character because, like you said, we're all still learning, and so
Yeah.
I love that this is that platform. And I think for me, because I'm fighting against visibility and wanting to be perceived and seen, I do
Mhm.
need to put myself more out there because
Yeah.
naturally I'm in the middle of extrovert introvert. So I definitely want to do more, like I said, of what you are so good at doing, which is putting yourself out there. So
Girl, 'cause I don't care. But
Now,
yeah.
this is the Oakland Girl Live podcast. So I
Mhm.
have to ask you, what is it about Oakland that has
Mm,
inspired you in your work in any facet? Because you mentioned that you do community work, some nonprofit work. You,
mhm,
Yes.
you know that you're creative. So however you want to answer that question, whatever medium, how
mhm.
has Oakland inspired you?
Wow, that is like the biggest question ever. as I sit here with the West Oakland sun peering on my face. I
Yes, girl.
definitely
I'm like, you look like a whole goddess. You look good. You look
I love
good.
it here. I think, it is one of those things where it's like she from next door. But I think like all of my apartments, like post grad, have been here in Oakland. I've just found a home
Nice.
here. I
That's
think
good.
that it's really inexplicable. Like Oakland is where the culture is, where the people are. Like we are doers, movers, shakers. And
Love
I know
that.
people say that about a lot of markets, but
Hmm.
I really, really, truly believe that, and it's the East Bay at large, but specifically Oakland, kind of at the forefront of it, is like, hey, we have birthed so many legends. A lot of folks, people that are still here in
Yeah.
Oakland or in the East Bay, at least, like I really hear as people move to LA, move to New York, move to Atlanta, and all these like major hubs that are, yeah, major hubs in the entertainment industry. A lot of people who have moved from the Bay going there are like, I miss home, or I'm repping home while I'm here, or I'm gonna bring it back home when I'm done doing what I'm doing here. And so I think
Yeah. Ryan Coogler.
a lot of shout out Ryan. Like there's a lot of potential that I think is like we are oddly enough, as like influential as we are, I really feel like we are sort of like the underdogs, and that there is so much
Yeah.
potential. I feel like we're Hollywood. Like that is just how I view us, because there are so many dope humans
Yeah.
here, and I
Yeah.
love that the community, just pours into itself. Like I think it's just
Yeah.
it runs itself. I know that obviously it's like, well, all these bad things, and I think like every major city unfortunately has that to it, and I think that there's a lot of work to be done there, and not ignoring that at all, because those people I don't think represent what Oakland is about. So I try to not take that as like, well, this is what Oakland is, and it's like these are people who are not in alignment with what the
Right.
community is standing for, and
Right.
every major city has that, right?
Yeah.
Like because it's a byproduct of poverty, um, of
Classism,
prices going up,
systematic.
yeah,
Yeah.
classism, the economy, and like, and I hate to like politicize it, but I try to look at it from a bird's eye view, because I'll get too emotional, and like it's like, oh well, I'm not coming over there. I'm like, you know what? That is okay. I'm
Yeah.
gonna stay my head on a swivel. I'm gonna keep doing my work, right?
Yeah.
Head down, doing my work. And like, I'm always praying for our city. I'm always praying for our people, because I do believe that, some of the places that have it the hardest have the most diamonds in the rough.
Right.
So I think that everything is kind of written. Like I think there is something brewing right now that is really, really special. And I just can't wait till all that other stuff kind of goes to the side, and people can really see how much of a gem Oakland is. And happy belated birthday to Oakland. But I think like it really is important to look at, like, let's pour into what's pouring into us. And so
Yeah.
I'm pouring into the spaces, that have poured into me. I grew up going to Allen Temple Baptist Church as a kid. So living in San Andrew, going to church in Oakland, all my after like my youth stuff was in Oakland, like just a lot of like my enrichment growing up, all of the programs that Oakland has had to offer, because we know that's what the community needs. So I have so much love and respect for Oakland as a whole. And yeah, I'm never gonna stop. This is my life's work. So yeah.
Okay.
I love that. That was so beautifully said. That was so good. That was so,
That's
so
gonna be a wonderful clip.
Perfect. There we go. Perfect.
Wonderful clip. Wonderful clip. All
That's why I was
right.
like, let me shut up.
I
Let
know.
me, I didn't want to
Uh-uh.
breathe. I was
I
like,
was
let
like,
me
well, I'm
just,
talking too much. But
no,
yeah,
No,
that was
he was
good.
letting you
That was
have it.
good.
The sunlight was right. Everything was right. You directed
Lip
that
gloss popping,
perfectly.
glasses perfect sitting.
Yeah,
Okay.
you directed that perfectly. All right. So, where is Tajiana right now? Like, what season is this for
Mhm.
you? Is this your rest season? Is this your foot is on the gas season? Where are you?
Not glass, no.
As I just took a nap. But look, I'm always squeezing a nap. But I what I've been hearing from my circle is like, this is your winning season. There's been
Ooh,
a
that's
lot
good.
happening back to back. People are like, I've been seeing you work hard. I've been seeing all the work you've been putting in for the last decade, doing all the things. And there's just been a lot going in terms of my personal projects, all the
Mhm.
events I've been attending, getting into the SFL
Yes.
residency. Like everything has just been happening back to back. And I think 2026, I've just been praying a lot for like, okay, God, like show me different. And I think that I'm just being equipped
That's
to like
good.
handle more the blessings that I want to receive, because I don't think before like I was doing a lot of talking, but got to be ready for that. And so I think I'm getting
Yeah.
in a space where I'm pushing myself to be more disciplined, pushing myself to be open to those blessings. So I think 2026 is like, yeah, this is the winning era. Like I think I'm, yeah, foot on the gas. I was gonna squeeze in a nap, but foot on the gas and like,
I
hey,
love
I'm
me an adult nap. I love me an
okay.
adult nap.
I a little too much, but yeah, I definitely am foot on the gas for sure.
That's good.
Yeah.
Awesome.
There's so many questions I still have to ask or want to ask. Um, but I want to make sure uh we're
Ask
just
one more, and
Yeah.
then
If you
we'll
have
start.
one more that
We'll
you're
start.
like
so
ask.
yeah, so you mentioned just like some of the events you're
Mhm.
attending, even down to the ones that you're hosting,
Mhm.
and then just some of the things that you're taking off on in, which I
Mhm.
think you said you being featured in Slaying San Francisco and then
Oh,
becoming
yeah.
the SF Film House resident.
Mhm.
What do those moments mean to you personally? Because I did see that, I loved it, loved it, loved it. But did I didn't know what that was, to be honest. So
No,
for
it's
those who
okay.
don't know
I didn't
what
know
that
either.
is, yeah. But for those
Yeah.
who don't know and need to know or should know, like how big is that? Like how I know I'm happy for you, but I
Mhm.
saw your reaction video. You were in tears. You're really excited. So tell us
Yeah,
more.
'cause I'm a crybaby. But no,
That's good. Me too.
I definitely was really excited because, SF Film, I've been a long time supporter long time, I don't know. I've been supporting SF Film for a long time, and, like, have just, like, really respected them as an organization, like,
Mm-hmm.
the biggest ones that we have out here in the Bay Area, so I'm like, "Hey, like, you guys are the ones that bring the motion here." So
Mm-hmm.
I got into the residency because I've been, really focusing on me and my screenwriting and writing the stories that I've been wanting to see. Getting in was like just a dream. So shout out to my co-applicant Otito, who I've been kind of co-residing in the residency with. Like they're amazing. And then also for these other moments, just think is God. Like when Lee reached out to me to feature me in the book, like I was like, who is this lady? I'm in like my request folder in my DMs. Like I'm like, who are you? She was like, I'm not a
Mm.
scam. Let's hop on a call. And so she was like, I have to include you in this book because you're a creative. That's like kind of the piece that I'm missing. I loved it. And so I was like, let's do it. Let's see what this is about. So that was really cool. It was number one bestseller on Amazon. I believe the first couple of days it dropped. So it's just a book of like badass women. Like, okay, work
Mm.
state, fitness,
What is it called?
doctor. It's called Slaying San Francisco by
Oh,
Lee.
okay, okay.
And she goes to different cities and
Oh,
highlights
gotcha. Yeah,
women.
yeah. Yes,
Mhm.
yes, yes,
So
yes, yes.
I'm in this edition of San Francisco. So it just has a little excerpt about me and what does it mean to, conquer the world, like stuff like that. So yeah, I'm really excited about it. It's I believe it's only like $20 on Amazon. But also I think it's just these moments are like they're like standalone, but it's also just
They come together.
not like yeah, like it's a larger moment, like back to back of just like, okay, God sees fit that I would be progressing in this way. So I think I'm just excited overall for yeah, for the progression, and you have to really honor like, okay, I asked for this, so let me go ahead and step into that next space, because if you feel like you're outgrowing a space, make sure that you are working to develop yourself for that next space. So I think that's kind of where I am now, is just wanting to elevate my career and love on my people and have a good time.
Okay. I love
That
that. I
last
do.
night I was at this church that I go to for
Mhm.
prayer, and
Mhm.
they were singing this song called Pour It Out, and then the woman
Mhm.
got a revelation that she's from the Lord, and she was like, sometimes we ask for more, but we don't pour.
Mm.
Ooh.
we ask for more, but we don't pour, and we have to pour out. And I think that everything that I think, but I know everything you just said up until where you are right now, and you walk having that boldness and that grace and the humility to walk into this
Yeah.
space that you
Yeah.
God is giving you.
Mhm.
In that, I heard you say, but for my people, and I'm doing this for my people, and
Mhm.
I'm sharing these resources. And so I think that is so admirable as a creative, because some when people create, they want to do it for others. They want to share what they
Yep.
have to others.
Yeah.
And I don't think, though, that a lot of times it's not, people can get stingy. They can get stingy
Yeah.
with the resources,
Yeah.
get stingy with, the door or the
Yeah.
connection
Yes.
or whatever it
Yes.
may be.
Yes.
And I think that you embody that so well, that if you want
Mhm.
to go to this next level, you have to pour back in. You have to pour into somebody else. You have to share with somebody else. So I think that's a great place to stop.
Yeah.
But Tajianna, if you want to leave us with any last words, where can people find you, follow you?
Yeah, this was such a treat. The sun is like, "Yep, this is our production." Yeah, feeling great. I think, everybody can follow me. I'm most active on Instagram. It's just at Tajianna Okechukwu on Instagram. Also TikTok, I think is the same handle. But yeah, I'm mostly there. So feel free to, yeah, follow me, keep up with what's going on. And the link in my bio has all the links of a lot of the stuff I just talked about, my website, all that different type of stuff. So feel free to email me at the button in my bio or DM me or whatever works best. But I'm here to connect and vibe, and yeah, I'm super excited to see what's next. I'm excited to have fun this summer with everybody in the area.
Yes.
So it's
Yes.
been fun. We've been inside working, so I'm excited to enjoy summer a little bit.
Okay, one last question. What advice would you give to young Black women trying to step into the creative space like this?
One piece of advice, you know yourself better than anybody else. You know that you are powerful, you are bold. So lean into that. Definitely lean into that inner voice, lean into yourself, because there will be a lot of people who might not cheer for you, they might criticize you, and so it's very important that you are the director of your own life, and just stay focused on the mission that God has you on. Again, don't take your foot off the gas. If you need to slow down and rest, do that, queen, but also pour into yourself. Remember that you are that one. So you have to just put one foot in front of the other and show the world what you got.
Amen. Okay. Thank you for being with us. I really, really
Mhm.
enjoyed you. Come
Yes,
back
thank
soon.
you. Oh, great.
Yes. All right.
Yes.
So this was episode 8 of Oakland Girl Live.
Woo! We're
We love
going.
y'all. We love y'all. And if you are interested in becoming or being on the Oakland Girl Life podcast, you can follow us on Instagram or TikTok at Oakland Girl Life, or email us at oaklandgirllive@gmail.com. And we would love to have you, male and female. So, male guys, you're welcome too, even though this is Oakland Girl Live. We're the Oakland girls that are live, but you're welcome.
Got
All
it.
right. Bye, y'all.
Bye.
Bye.
Oakland girl, yeah, we here. From the east to the pier.